Hey girl, hey. Welcome to 2021. You did it. You survived 2020. I am so proud of you. Congratulations. Now welcome to Narnia. No, I'm joking. It looks like it though, doesn't it? I'd be the kind of person that would introduce Aslan to dual music and crime. I'm like, listen, you thought when you were fighting to that classical music you on crud? I'm gonna fuel you up in a different way. But all jokes aside, essentially I was going for my morning walk and it came to me, everything that I thought of 2020 actually happened. Now unfortunately, I had a lot of fear-based thoughts, anxieties, and maybe not so many prosperous thoughts, but they happened. So I thought, okay, cool. I'm obviously a magician, like I can make it happen. I'm a manifesting goddess, like what else, obviously. And I just thought, you know what? A lot of us are in the same boat. You are probably, like me, overwhelmed from all the whole new year, new me. You did it, and like just all this shit, right? And truth is, a lot of the things that we all wanted in 2020 got delayed or lost or sidetracked, and it just really wasn't the one. So listen, if you're willing, and you should be because you clicked on it, here's my guide to manifesting. Like honestly, everything you want and you feel deserving of, I'm telling you, like you gonna get it. You're gonna get it here, whenever, however, and most importantly, with more. And side note, you don't need a bunch of crystals. I don't need you to like light candles. You don't got to sacrifice a lamb. Just use your brain. Obviously, please have some form of drive, and we're gonna get it. Now play the intro. Oh, damn, the sun came out. The sun will come out tomorrow, but you're born to lose tomorrow. I'm playing. Obviously, we'll take that as a wonderful sign. Okay, so the first part is not the most fun part. You want to manifest, right? That's why you're here. But you're unable to manifest, or things are not really planning out the way you had wanted them to. I'll bet you any amount of money, plus interest the time you take to pay it, that you actually have a life full of too much crap for new stuff to come in. Okay, like think of it like this. Imagine you have a beautiful apartment, okay, and in the living space it's literally like it's full of stuff and belongings that you've had for like the last decade, and it's all stuff that really means something to you. But as the weeks and months go on, you get like this heavy feeling that this just isn't my style anymore. Like I love this stuff, but you know what? I would actually really like a new TV in here, but I don't have the space. All these books are taking up things, and then it gets you thinking, right? Like, what do I have to remove to put my new flashy TV in? Can you see where I'm going with this? Evaluate your life. Think about everything surrounding you right now, and if it contributes to you acquiring what you want. And also, if you got what you want, like right now, if I gave you everything you're dying for, does the environment, your habits, and your capacity have the ability to look after, maintain, and nurture the things you're asking for? Because we can give you what you want, but if you don't have the space and you don't know how to look after it, don't you feel like that's the wrong time, or we need to level up or remove stuff for it to happen? So yeah, the first part of this exercise is never pleasant, but it is good. From now on, we're going to be emotional minimalist. We'll only need and take. Basically, unless we don't need it and it doesn't allow us to get what we want, it's gas to go, baby. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. Well, I do make the rules because it's my strategy, but you get the point. Next, let's take a personal favourite of mine. One of my closets. Now, I want to manifest a whole new wardrobe that reflects the chic, the powerful, the sophisticated woman I'm trying to be in 2021. Does this look like I have any room to get that chic wardrobe? Hell to the no. Deadass, cut the cameras. But all jokes aside, right? When we start looking at the things we have to remove and the things we are willing to do, it brings up a really important question. Before we even begin to manifest or even address the things we want to remove, ask yourself one thing, okay? What is the number one emotion driving your wants and your needs to manifest these new things? Whether it's people, a lifestyle, I don't know, attitudes, habits, whatever. Acknowledge inside why you want to manifest and what is driving that, and then work your way up from there. Okay? You just take a little think about that. I'm gonna finish drinking this lemon tea and we back. Hey babies, it's me again. What's happening? Now back to the wardrobe of complete mess and blockage. Legitly, it's blocking me from being the woman that I envision, because look at this shit. Once we acknowledge why we want the new manifestations and all the new things that we're wishing, we then got to address question number 2. What are we willing to remove to get it? Now, a superficial material thing is, are we willing to get rid of the majority of these Indian outfits that legitly I will not wear again in my lifetime? These are just a mixture of like from when I was, that's embarrassing, the clothes I could fit in from 13 I could still fit into at the age of 26. But yeah, I would happily give all this shit up to start the new, the bypass. But think about it too. What are you willing to remove to gain the thing that you want? So now we know, okay, we have to make space. We figured out what is driving our wants and our needs to get the new. And now we're also starting to take accountability of what does not contribute to us ascertaining the things that we need. It brings me... First one, playlist. I'm not just talking about your Spotify. Now, playlist is very important because it's everything you're consuming, right? What you're listening to, what you're watching. Obviously, greatness like this, because YouTube aspires to be great. I am great. See what we're doing here. What else is it? And what you read. Basically, everything that your mind, your heart, your soul is absorbing. Now, I'm not going to lie. This is not the time where you start reading, was it Rich Dad, Poor Dad, How to Get Quick, Rich, Wolf of Wall Street, fuck, all that shit is actually very toxic for you guys. So yeah, take that plug and fucking burn those books, or I don't know, give them to charity, whatever. But I'll give you a prime example. So do you remember earlier in this video I said I manifested everything of 2020 that I thought? Yeah, I'm a huge music head, and music is one of the big factors in me manifesting. Now, obviously 2021, I'm trying to be more intentional. Let's take my Spotify playlist from last year. Insert here. Now, as you can see, this shit is embarrassing. It is muddled. I've got 2020 vision. The songs in that playlist were full of nothing but like complete aggression and like just like fuck those motherfuckers, I'm gonna get it. Like it just wasn't, I mean, I embodied that energy in 2020. Was it actually healthy, and did it help ascertain the next level of success? Hell to the no. So what I recommend is, when you are analysing your playlist in terms of everything you consume, remove everything that does not signal to your mind, your heart, your soul that you have got this. It's not coming, you're there. Listen to the music you think you would listen to when you are winning. Don't play music about the struggle and staying in the struggle. Honestly, there is so much of that that's always attacking you. Fill and nourish your body with media that is good. Like, I'm telling you now, everyone always like slags off social media for being like so bad for mental health. Do you remember how much I said I love accountability? Curate the things that make you happy. Create a playlist in which you envision yourself being with the things that you're asking to manifest. Okay? Alright? We got it, children? Fabulous. Next one. I think you're starting to understand the methodology behind this. You have to remove and evaluate everything around you to what you consume and engage with to make space for your manifestations, and make sure everything you are consuming puts you in the right state of mind and sets you up to have the ability to not only graciously accept those manifestations, but keep those manifestations and build and know how to handle them. Same applies to people. This one's a little bit more techie because, listen, like, you can't just be like, okay, bye, like, that's my style. If everyone else can do that, fantastic, but I know that isn't for everybody. But the best way I would say is look at it like this, right? The people you surround yourself by, do they do the following? 1, do they encourage you to be that person you envision, right? So I don't know, like, for instance, if you're trying to give up alcohol, right, you know, you're like, listen, I really want to get into phenomenal shape, and in order to do that, I need to not be binge drinking. If all your friends happen to be like necking back shit, and then when you don't want to neck back shit, and they're like, no, that's like, and they start, you know, they start degrading you and bullying you and humiliating it for you, I would assume they're cancelled. We've got to remove them. They cannot be consumed into your aura, okay? The second one would be, do they understand? Like, the whole point is, surround yourself with people that enable you and can show you, hopefully, how to ascertain and be the person you need to be to hold and accept those blessings. And it's really not complicated. Like, you don't got to put together a huge pros and con list. It comes down to your gut. When you're around these people, do you feel like you are in a state of mind and heart where you feel like you can do what you need to do, and you are not judged, you are loved, and they really get it? And just go with the gut. If your gut feels confused, anxious, or like even nervous at the idea of like separating yourself from these people, I reckon that's a good indicator on you working out how you need to remove them. And then that's that. That's like the most awkward step, but you've got this. I believe in you. 2021, honey. All the things that were delayed and lost, we're getting them. So calm. Build up the squad. We need it. And sometimes, you know what? You may end up in a position where you don't have a squad. You may look around the entire team and be like, oh shit, I'm playing for the wrong team. I believe I need to win the league like this. These motherfuckers are happy being 5th place. That's equally okay. Now, you don't need to do a madness and tell everyone to like, fuck off, suck your mum. None of that, alright? Calm. But if you need to be alone and build, I promise you that's okay. You will attract the right people and it will come. But just make sure, whether you need to be by yourself or you need to minimize the group, do it so you set yourself up again to accept and feel deserving of everything coming your way. Point 3, pressures. Now, when I say pressures, this comes down to self-limiting beliefs. Pressures can be anything from, I am not rich enough to fulfill this dream. I am not beautiful enough. I am not intelligent. I am not. Oh my god, they did it in this time, I'm taking longer. Like, every mental pressure you put on yourself, fucking remove it. This is like the most toxic of everything, okay? The whole point of part 1 of manifesting is we got to create room. We have to create an environment, a vibe where those all blockages are removed, and the biggest blocker will often be our mentality, okay? And this takes time. Like, listen, I told you all, I manifested everything last year, but like my anxieties, my fears, like all the depressive thoughts I had, I manifested them too, because that was just, it was in my psyche, right? I often wonder, had that not been my psyche, how would my 2020 look? So in 2021, I am being so intentional. Like, honestly, not on any spooky dooky shit, but the tongue is powerful. Like, you will speak everything over your life, okay? So if you have it in your mind and you have these pressures on your mind that you are not enough, you are not deserving, it's not like, this can happen, but not for me. I'm not that person. Stuff like this doesn't happen to people like me. Honey, like, I can give you all the tools and like the questions to ask yourself in the world, but you will never get it if you apply those pressures to yourself. Okay, so you got to remove them, and don't add pressure to removing the pressures. It takes time. Okay, like, it takes time to build up that belief, but I promise you, once you build up that belief, you too will be listening to Drake songs, being like, I can relate. You will honestly be listening to Drake, not on a sad one, not thinking about the people that you miss romantically or where you dropped the ball. You will be like, honestly, like, being this wealthy is a hassle. Like, I just got all these blessings to give them to other people. You understand? So fuck off the pressures. So just to realign or recap, see what I did there. Playlist, what are you consuming? Is it good? Is it nourishing? Is it helping you feel like you are in a position where things can happen for you and drive you and teach you how to get to that point? 2, people, the most techie of the techie ones, but listen, are you surrounded by the right people that bring out the good qualities in you? Or maybe do we need to have a wolf season, a season of wilderness, and learn how to stand on our own 2 feet so we are a better person and we attract the right people, the right soul tribe, so we can fucking grab these blessings and manifestations? And 3, pressures. Are you being kind to yourself? Do you truly believe you are deserving of everything you are asking for? Alright, so get all that done. Remove the shit, alright? Realign yourself, clean up, get real tidy. And once you tidied your space, your mental, your heart, your soul, next week I'm gonna show you how to actually manifest once you've done the shadow work, okay? So clean up, mop up. I want to smell Mr. Muscle. I want to smell that pine sol and air wick and all the good candles when I come back next week. And we're going to get into how to set intentions and basically body up. Alright, so this may be a little bit of a harsh video and not what you're expecting, but I promise you, once you've done the cleanup, we can start decorating.